Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hope you're doing well. This Ramadan is an excellent one to quit drugs. Now, that does include weed. Alright? I know. Some people will argue with me about it's okay because this or that. But listen, or I needed to sleep. Look, it's addictive. It alters your mind state. It's costly as well, even if you grow your own, the seeds and whatnot. Now, a lot of people struggle with smoking weed all year round, but during Ramadan they feel more spiritual, more sense of, I can do it. And then they feel good, and then Ramadan is over, Eid has passed, they get that itch again, and they're back on that wagon. Now, make it special this Ramadan of 2025 to let go of that habit. Whether it's you having a cocktail after work, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one who really knows how you struggle with intoxicants, right? Of all kinds. And sometimes you cannot ask people for help, or you're too shy to go to an NA meeting or an AA meeting, Narcotics Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. You know, you maybe feel like, oh, I don't have a problem. It's just when I need this or when I need that, or I need to just de-stress. You know, it's really difficult for a lot of people. But imagine how special it could be this Ramadan if you decide to quit it cold turkey. No more excuses. No more, well, this study says weed is good for this and this and that. No. You just say, you know what? We're not supposed to have intoxicants, so I'm just not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to spend the money. I'm not going to call the, weed shop and place an order and pick it up. None of that. I'm not going to get the bud delivered. Just, this is it. As years go by, you'll look back and be like, wow, Ramadan is even more special now, because it was the month in where I changed my life concerning how I governed my consciousness, how I governed my body, and how I managed my wallet better, and I did a deed that was pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and quit weed. Okay? And if you're struggling with money but you're buying weed, that's a problem. Okay, if you're struggling with depression, weed just puts you on a merry-go-round. It puts you on a roller coaster, a feedback loop. You don't actually escape out of it. You temporarily go up and then you come back down. It's not really something that is going to extract that pain from you, because you're not processing it and dealing with it, managing it, tackling it, and then getting the lessons from it that you should, because the weed is this mirage fog that blocks any type of real depth from coming through. Okay, you don't know where to begin because you're fogging up your brain with this substance. Okay, and if you use gummies, like the THC gummies and stuff, think about all the times you used it and your kids didn't get into it. Be careful. They're very cautious, because candy bars, the gummies, all the different stuff they make now, the cookies, these are things that look similar for kids, and no matter how well you hide it, kids, they have a way of trying to find hidden treats. And so I encourage you to really think about being more strict this Ramadan. Use this Ramadan to become more strict. Push yourself to excel. Don't make excuses. Okay? You can do it. You know you can do it. Cutting off eating is harder than cutting off weed if you really look at it, because our taste buds are something that are innate to us. Intoxicants can be booted out, but you can't escape your taste buds. You can't escape your appetite. Right? But the longer you keep submitting to cannabis, the less free you become. The less you become in control of your health. The lungs of you are not doing well. And your throat being torched by your bong It's not a good look. Okay? Really use it. Whether you once in a while are shooting heroin or, taking fentanyl, or you're abusing opioids from your grandma's cabinet, whatever it is. Decide, I'm done with this. This is enough. And then study the hadith, study the Quran, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, will grant you with the steadfastness that you need. Do not have those as a pacifier. Do not have those as a crutch. You can do it. Millions do it. You can only become stronger once you become sober. Don't listen to the libertarians, the occultists, the Joe Rogans, the Ari Shafirs, okay? The Andrew Schultz. Don't listen to them. Okay? They are enslaved to intoxicants. They may be funny on the moon landing or whatever else they talk about. But when it comes to having truly a clear mind, you can't possess a clear mind when it's clouded with intoxicants that are whirling you about in whichever way they go. You're like a plastic bag in the wind. You're not in control. The substances are in control. And you'll make more mistakes when you have intoxicants in your system. And your enemies love to see you make mistakes. A sober mind is more deadly. It's more capable, more sophisticated. A clouded mind, no. That's easy to subdue. Because you're already wavering. You're already enslaved. So, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help everyone who's struggling with addiction. May you get sober and improve your life and leave that bad habit that is displeasing to your maker. Please like, comment, subscribe, join the blog.